Hello all, welcome to Practolytics, your healthcare partner. This is Ellen Green from Coding Operations Practolytics. I'm here today with the second part from the debridement series that we're doing. So with no further delay, I'll just quickly jump into the video. Nowadays, healthcare service providers are getting a larger reimbursement percentage from wound care services. But simultaneously, chronic wounds from chronic diseases such as obesity and diabetes are more likely to damage the skin and can be covered only under accurate wound care medical billing and coding. Putting in simple words, rate of reimbursement relies on appropriate wound care billing and coding. Amidst all these facts, the biggest issue is that many in-house wound care billers and coders found themselves stuck in the medical billing and coding for the wound care and various other guidelines. No worries anymore, we are there to help you out. Let me walk you through the coding information regarding this debridement and the CPT codes, utilization guidelines, and the coding guidelines that are associated with this. Here are the codes. CPT 11000 and 11001. 11000 is supposed to be used if a debridement has been performed on the extensive eczematous or infected skin up to 10% of the body surface. For each additional 10% of the body surface or part thereafter, the CPT has to be used as 11001. If you can see a plus symbol over there before the CPT, that indicates it's an add-on code. It has to be always associated with a primary code. Moving on to CPT codes 11042, 11043, 11044. These CPT codes are to be used depending upon the depth of the area that has been debribed and the total square centimeters of the area that has been debribed. If it is till the layer of the subcutaneous and the total wound surface is for the first 20 square centimeters or less than 20 square centimeters, 11042 has to be used, and similarly till the layer of muscle or fascia, 11043 has been used. If it is performed till the layer of the bone, then the CPT has to be utilized as 11044. And moving on to 11045, 11046, 11047. These three are the add-on codes that are supposed to be used after each additional 20 square centimeters or part thereafter. Again, this is dependent upon the depth that has been performed, to which the debridement has been performed. Now, you should be having a question here, what you're supposed to do if you have multiple debridements or multiple wounds that were debribed on the date. No worries, here is the answer. If you have multiple wounds that were debribed on the same date of service, you have an option of adding the total wound areas that belong to the same level of the depth. Example, if there is a wound that has been debribed till the layer of muscle on one location and on another location it has been debribed again till the layer of the muscle, and on another location it has been debribed till the layer of the subcutaneous. Now you have two wounds that belong to the same depth, that is muscle. So now you can add the total wound area of these two wounds which belong to the same depth. And again remember, you cannot add two wounds that belong to the different depths. That means you cannot add subcutaneous and muscle or bone or muscle. You can add only if that two wounds are performed on subcutaneous layer or two wounds till muscle or two wounds till bone. This is the preliminary rule that you are supposed to follow if you are coding for multiple wounds. What if you have to do if the same debridement has been performed on a multiple layers on a same wound? At that time, you have an option of, or you are supposed to code only the deepest layer. Again, coming with an example. If there is a one wound that has been initially debribed till subcutaneous and still you have found debris and you have debribed till the muscle. So now we are supposed to code a CPT 11043 debridement muscle because muscle is the deepest layer than the subcutaneous. Got it? I hope this had given you a clear idea on coding the debridement depending upon the depths, if it is performed on the same wound or if it is performed on a different wound. Now let's move on to the section of codes 97597 and 97598. One hydrotherapy. We simply or generally call it as whirlpool therapy is performed. These are the two CPTs that are supposed to be used. Again, depending upon the total wound area. If it is for the first 20 square centimeters or less than 20 square centimeters, CPT to be used is 97597. For each additional 20 square centimeters or part thereafter, CPT utilized is 97598. And moving on to the important checkpoints that are there in this topic. CPT codes 11000 and 11001 are not appropriate for debridement of a localized amount of tissue normally associated with circumscribed lesions. If you want me to give some examples of these, ulcers, furuncles, and localized skin infections. Again, 97597 and 97598. If a simple dressing change is performed without any active wound procedure as described by these codes, do not bill these codes to describe the service. Use of CPT codes 11000 to 11047 is not appropriate for services like washing bacterial or fungal debris from feet, incision and drainage of abscess, avulsion of nail plates, acne surgeries, destruction of the warts, or burn debridements. Report these procedures when they represent covered, reasonably, and necessary services. Using the CPT or HCPCS codes that most closely describe the service rendered is recommended. I hope this video helped you in understanding the concept behind the debridement and the codes and the guidelines that are associated with the debridement. And we will be back soon with another video from this series with the documentation requirements that are required for the debridement procedures. Thank you so much for your time and interest in our series.